Welcome back. I finished uploading. I feel a little tired today, so I don't like to talk, I just like to reading. So maybe I can continue, not always, but I not touch anything. When you pause the reading, it's not always you can start again.
F/A-18E single seat variant. F/A-18F 2-seat variant. NEA-18G 2 F/A-18Fs modified as prototypes of the EA-18G Growler. EA-18G Growler electronic warfare variant of the F/A-18F to replace the U.S. Navy's Grumman EA-6B Prowler. Advanced Super Hornet variant of the F/A-18E/F Super Hornet with conformal fuel tanks, CFT, and has a further reduced radar cross-section, RCS, with the option of a stealthy enclosed weapons pod and built-in IRST-21 sensor system. Not pursued by U.S. Navy, but some elements such as the IRST sensor, although integrated into a fuel tank, became standalone upgrades while others like the enhanced cockpit were incorporated into the Block 3. However, the conformal fuel tanks and reduced RCS are still stated to be of interest to the RAF. Operators, edit. Australia. 1 Royal Australian Air Force, 24 F/A-18Fs in service. 1 Number 1 Squadron, F/A-18F. 2 Number 82 Wing Training Flight, F/A-18F. Kuwait. 1 Kuwait Air Force 22 single-seat F/A-18S and 6 twin-seat F/A-18Fs on order. United States. 1 United States Navy, 416 F/A-18E/Fs in service plus 93 on order as of 2025. 1 Pacific Fleet Squadrons. 1 VFA-2 Bounty Hunters, F/A-18F. 2 VFA-14 Towfotters, F/A-18E. 3 VFA-22 Fighting Redcocks, F/A-18F. 4 VFA-25 Fist of the Fleet, F/A-18E. 5 VFA-27 Royal Maces, F/A-18E. 6 VFA-41 Black Aces, F/A-18F. 7 VFA-94 Mighty Shrikes, F/A-18E. 8 VFA-102 Diamondbacks, F/A-18F. 9 VFA-113 Stingers, F/A-18E. 10 VFA-122 Flying Eagles, Fleet Replacement Squadron, operates F/A-18E/F. 11 VFA-136 Nighthawks, F/A-18E. 12 VFA-137 Kestrels, F/A-18E. 13 VFA-146 Blue Diamonds, F/A-18E. 14 VFA-151 Vigilantes, F/A-18E. 15 VFA-154 Black Knights, F/A-18F. 16 VFA-192 Golden Dragons, F/A-18E. 17 VFA-195 Damasters, F/A-18E. 2 Atlantic Fleet Squadrons. 1 VFA-11 Red Rippers, F/A-18F. 2 VFA-31 Tomcatus, F/A-18E. 3 VFA-32 Swordsman, F/A-18F. 4 VFA-34 Blue Blasters, F/A-18E. 5 VFA-37 Raging Bulls, F/A-18E. 6 VFA-81 Sunliners, F/A-18E. 7 VFA-83 Rampagers, F/A-18E. 8 VFA-87 Golden Warriors, F/A-18E. 9 VFA-103 Jolly Rogers, F/A-18F. 10 VFA-105 Gunslingers, F/A-18E. 11 VFA-106 Gladiators, Fleet Replacement Squadron, operates F/A-18E/F. 12 VFA-131 Wildcats, F/A-18E. 13 VFA-143 Puking Dogs, F/A-18E. 14 VFA-211 Fighting Checkmates, F/A-18E. 15 VFA-213 Black Lions, F/A-18F. 3 Test and Evaluation Squadrons. 1 VX-9 Vampires, Air Test and Evaluation Squadron, operates F/A-18E/F and other aircraft. 2 VX-23 Salty Dogs, Air Test and Evaluation Squadron, operates F/A-18E/F and other aircraft. 3 VX-31 Dust Devils, Air Test and Evaluation Squadron, operates F/A-18E/F and other aircraft. 4 Warfighting Development Centers. 1 NORDC, Naval Aviation Warfighting Development Center, operates F/A-18E/F and other aircraft. 5 Flight Demonstration Squadrons. U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, Blue Angels, F/A-18E/F. Each U.S. Navy deployable fleet BFA squadron has a standard unit establishment of 12 aircraft. Notable accidents, edit. 1 on the 6th of April, 2011, a U.S. Navy F/A-18F from VFA 122 Tactical Demonstration Team crashed, killing both crew members. The crash occurred when the crew attempted to perform a loaded roll with too much speed and insufficient angle of attack. The loaded roll has since been removed from the Navy's F/A-18F flight demonstration routine. 2 on the 31st of July, 2019, a U.S. Navy F/A-18E from VFA 151 crashed into the side of Star Wars Canyon in California, killing the pilot and injuring 7 French civilian sightseers at the Father Crowley Vista Point 40 feet, 12 m, above the impact point. The crash was attributed to flying too fast and too low with respect to the surrounding terrain. Military training within the canyon was suspended, with standing instructions to stay above the rim of the canyon. 3 on the 3rd of June, 2022, a U.S. Navy F/A-18E from VFA 113 crashed near NWS China Lake. 4 on the 22nd of December, 2024, a U.S. Navy F/A-18F took off from the aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman operating in the Red Sea and was hit by friendly SM-2 surface-to-air missile fired from USS Gettysburg operating in the same area. The 2 pilots on board ejected with minor injuries and were rescued. 5 on the 28th of April, 2025, a F/A-18E Super Hornet fell off an elevator of the USS Harry Truman after the carrier turned sharply to evade Houthi fire. The driver of the tractor and the pilot both escaped without major injuries. The carrier was operating in the Red Sea during the incident. 6. On the 6th of May, 2025, a U.S. Navy F-A-18E fell overboard on the USS Harry Truman after a failure with the carrier's arresting gear. The pilot and weapons systems officer ejected safely and were recovered. Specifications: F-A-18E/F, edit. Data from U.S. Navy fact file, F-A-18E/F NATARPS, F-A-18E standard aircraft characteristics, SAC, FI 2012 selected acquisition report. General characteristics. 1. Crew, F-A-18E, 1. Pilot, F-A-18F, 2. Pilot and Weapons Systems Officer. 2. Length, 60 feet 1.25 in, 18.31 m. 3. Wingspan, 44 feet 8.5 in, 13.62 m. 4. Height, 16 feet 0 in, 4.88 m. 5. Wing area, 500 square feet, 46.5 m. 6. Empty weight, 32,081 pound, 14,552 kilograms. 7. Gross weight, 47,000 pound, 21,320 kilograms, equipped for fighter escort. 8. Max takeoff weight, 66,000 pound, 29,937 kilograms. 9. Internal fuel capacity, F-A-18E, 14,700 pound, 6,668 kilograms, F-A-18F, 13,760 pound, 6,241 kilograms. 10. External fuel capacity, up to 480 US gal, 1,817 L, tanks, totaling 13,040 pound, 5,915 kilograms, option for 2x 515 US gal, 1,949 L, conformal fuel tanks totaling an additional 7,000 pound, 3,175 kilograms, on Block 3. 11. Power plant, 2 General Electric F414GE 400 turbofans, 13,000 lbf, 58 kN, thrust each dry, 22,000 lbf, 98 kN, with afterburner. Performance. 1. Maximum speed, 1030 kN, 1190 miles per hour, 1915 kilometers per hour, at 40,000 feet, 12,190 m. 2. Maximum speed, Mach 1.8. 1. Mach 1.06, 700 kN, 806 miles per hour, 1296 kilometers per hour, at sea level. 3. Cruise speed, 482 kN, 555 miles per hour, 893 kilometers per hour, fighter escort. 4. Range, 1,275 mi, 1,458 mi, 2,346 kilometers, with armament of 2 AIM-9S. 5. Combat range, 444 mi, 511 mi, 822 kilometers. Combat radius for interdiction mission with 2 480-gallon, 1,800 L, drop tanks. 489 mi, 906 kilometers, 563 mi, interdiction mission on 3 480-gallon, 1,800 L, drop tanks. 462 mi, 856 kilometers, 532 mi, fighter escort, air-to-air, mission on internal fuel only. 6 ferry range, 1,800 mi, 2,070 mi, 3,330 kilometers. 7 service ceiling, 52,300 feet, 15,940 m. 8 rate of climb, 44,882 foot /min, 228 m/s. 9 wing loading, 94.0 pound /square feet, 459 kilogram /m, or 127.0 pound /square feet, 620 kilogram /m, at max takeoff weight. 10 thrust /weight, 0.93. 11 design load factor, 7.5 g. Armament. 1 guns, 120 mm, 0.787 in, M61A2 Vulcan, 412 rounds. 2 hard points, 11, 2 wingtips, 6 under wing, and 3 under fuselage, with a capacity of max payload, 17,750 pound, 8,050 kilograms. Carrier bring-back payload, F-A-18E, 9,900 pound, 4,491 kilograms, F-A-18F, 9,000 pound, 4,082 kilograms, with provisions to carry combinations of 1 missiles, 1 air-to-air missiles, 1 fighter escort, 7 AIM-120 AMRAAM and 2 AIM-9 Sidewinder or 2 5X AIM-120 and 4 AIM-9 or 3 4 AIM-174B, 2 AIM-120, and 2 AIM-9 or 4 4 AIM-7 Sparrow and 2 AIM-9. 5 maximum of 2 AIM-9 and 12 AIM-120 AMRAAM or 8 AIM-7 Sparrow. 2 air-to-surface missiles. 1 AGM-65E/F Maverick. 2 AGM-84H/K Slammer. 3 AGM-88 Harm. 4 AGM-158 JASM. 5 AGM-154 Joint Standoff Weapon, JSOW, Glide Bomb. 6 AGM-84 Harpoon. 7 AGM-158 SEAL RASM. 8 Joint Strike Missile, JSM, to be integrated. 2 bombs. 1 JDAM bombs, up to 10 GBU-32/35/38/54 or 4 GBU-31. 2 Paveway series of laser-guided bombs. 3 Mk-80 series unguided bombs. 4 CBU-78 Gator mine system. 5 Mk-20 Rocky 2 cluster bomb. 6 Mk-62/63/65 quick strike naval mine. 3 other. 1 SUU-42 a flares/infrared decoy dispenser pod and chaff pod. 2 and /AL-50 towed decoy system pod. 3 up to 4 480 US gal, 1800 L, 400 imp gal, drop tanks and 1 a /42 R1 aerial refueling store pod for aerial refueling. 412 ADM-141 CTAL decoys. 5013 advanced data link pod. Avionics. 1 Hewson /APG-73 or Raytheon and /APG-79 AESA radar. 2 Northrop Grumman /ITTALQ-165 self-protection jammer system or L3 Harrison /ALQ-214 integrated defensive electronic countermeasures system. 3 Raytheon and /AL-50 or BAE systems and /AL-55 towed decoy. 4 Raytheon and /ALR-67, V, 3 radar warning receiver. 5 Lockheed Martin and /ASG-34, V. 1 IRST-21 infrared search and track, mounted on centerline external tank. 6 Raytheon and /ASQ-228 at FLA or Northrop Grumman and /AAQ-28, V. Lightning targeting pod. 7 MIDS LVT or MIDS JTRS data link transceiver. See also, edit. 1 Aircraft in fiction F/A-18E /F Super Hornet. Related development. 1 McDonnell Douglas F/A-18 Hornet. 2 Boeing EA-18G Growler. Aircraft of comparable role, configuration, and era. 1 Dassault Rafale. 2 Eurofighter Typhoon. 3 J-15/J-11BH/Sh/Sukhoi Su-33. 4 Mikoyan MiG-29K/Mikoyan MiG-35. Related lists. 1 List of fighter aircraft.